Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is TheMegaGliscor, and this is another deck profile. This is a deck profile about Titamon, or my purple Titamon deck. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, shall we? Any advice, any tips, any changes that I could make to this deck, I will 100% be appreciated. But this is the current build. I'll let you know some changes I've already thought of and whatnot. But other than that, let's get into the deck profile. So the first part of this deck profile, I'm just going to go through with the babies. I'll go babies, rookies, champions, ultimates, megas, tamers, then option cards that I run. So first off, we run 4 of the Sunamon. It's just a very good card. When you trash a card from hand, you draw a card. Once per turn effect, very nice baby to have. And then we run 1 Demi-Meramon just for that one time that you need to get that draw discard. It's very nice, very nice card. But those are the babies. Moving on to the actual deck. First off, we have 4 of the starter deck Gabumon. Sorry if the quality is not very good. I am looking at getting some new stuff in soon. But 4 of the starter deck Gabumon. The inherit effect is fantastic for this kind of deck. When you attack, you draw 1 and you discard 1. It enables Titamon even more than he already does himself. And yeah, just a very nice card. Gives him that ability to just keep on swinging and gaining those buffs that Titamon gives himself. Next up, we have 3 Goblimon. Goblimon's quite good actually in Titamon. It enables Titamon to get to 16,000, which beats over pretty much everything in security checks and whatnot. I think the only thing it doesn't beat over is like Omnimon Alter S or something like that, or X Antibody, I'm not sure. But is able to beat over like Omnimons in security, is able to beat over the Bonds in security. It just gives him that extra punch so he doesn't die in those security checks against some of the big boss monsters out there at the moment. I really like Goblimon. It enables, yeah, he's just an enabler for Titamon to survive even longer. Next up, we have 3 Labramon. I think one of Purple's best on-play rookies at the moment. Labramon is fantastic. It is an on-play, 3 cost, draw 1, discard 1. Again, enabling the Titamon, enabling some of the when you trash a card from hand effects that are in this deck. Labramon's a fantastic enabler, and yeah, always good to run 3 of her. You could probably bump the number to 4, but in my opinion, that's a bit too much. Next, we run 2 Alekmon. A bit of an interesting inclusion. On deletion, you can delete an opponent's level 3 or lower. It's good. Sorry about the Facebook ping there, by the way. It's good. It's just a good card. It does the job well for a card that later on will turn up. I've been considering replacing this with Titamon, but Alekmon's been doing well, preventing Rookie Rush a little bit as well. So does well against like the Gabumon Rookie Rush variants and whatnot. And I think this is the last of the rookies. We have Gazimon, time 2. He's the memory blocker. He stops everything but tamers gaining memory. A very useful card, very nice, and always good to run at least 2 in most decks, in my opinion, because a lot of decks like Lilith Loop and whatnot like to gain memory. Next up, in the champion slot, we run 2 Ginkakumon Promote. Very strong card. I only run the 2 because I always see it. This deck does go through the deck quite quickly, and you are able to access these combo pieces quite quickly. Promote at 2, I always see at least 1 per game, if it's not over within the space of 2 turns, which, you know, sometimes can happen and whatnot. But yeah, Promote at 2 is, I think, the perfect number for them. And to enable Promote, we do run 4 Ginkakumon. My opinion, the better of the 2 for Promote. That's why I run the 4 of them. I think it's fantastic cards once per turn. When you trash a card from hand, you gain a memory. Yeah, Titamon becomes a 3 cost. And it's disgusting. Like, when you have Matashida out, so your memory gets set to 3, you Digivolve, you have a Ginkakumon underneath it, and he becomes a 3-cost. It's just a really good card to have underneath the Titamon, and very good for extending your plays throughout your turn. We then run 3 of the sister, I guess, Kinkakumon, Kinkakumon, sorry. I think the weaker of the two, but it's still a very nice card. Stops rookie rushing as well. Is the cheaper of the two, so you can just hard player and not really have to worry a lot if you're being memory choked and they have tamers. So you can just be like, yeah, I'm going to play this for 4, and they're still going to go to 3, so it's quite nice. I think, yeah, the weaker of the two, but has a very nice effect, and it allows you that trashing capability, especially for promote. So when promote can swing, you trash a card, you gain the memory. So promote can give you 2 memory off of the effect. So yeah, it's a very nice card. I think it's quite good throughout the deck, and you do see them quite a lot as well. And then the last of the champions, we run 3 Vilemon, just a level 4 blocker at 6,000. You could run Devimon. It's personal preference in the end. I prefer Vilemon. It's a higher DP, but you pay for the extra Digivolution cost, but it's cheaper to hard play, which I think is a bit more beneficial, and yeah, a lot nicer. Going on to the ultimates, the level 5s, we have Blackwall Growlmon. One of the reasons why Elecmon is at 2 in this deck, sorry about that, it works like Wegarurumon and has a Digiburst effect that allows you to play level 3 from trash. I think this card is fantastic. I think this card is very, very strong. Expensive, but just a massive enabler for Titamon to get even more damage out on the board, and yeah, just being able to swarm the board with him, very nice, with another card that's later on in the deck. We then run 3 Rebellimon, trash a card from hand, gain Retaliation blocker. Again, he stops plays from the opponent. If they want to go into that big beater, into that Jessmon and whatnot, you just go, yeah, Rebellimon says no. And because you're trashing cards from hand, you're enabling a bunch of your effects, and yeah, he's just an enabler and a stopgap for the opponent. Last of the champions, we run 2 Lady Devimon. She's good. She's really good. She gets you through your deck faster, and if you play options, which this deck doesn't play a lot of, but you can pop more level 3s with her. I think she's really good. You could probably bump the number to 3 if you wanted to. Maybe take out a Blackwall Growl or a Belly, up to you. But a very nice card indeed, and I think really works in this deck. Many times she has helped me get to my combo pieces a lot quicker. And then to the star of the deck, Titamon at 3. I don't like running megas at 4, it's just a personal thing. But Titamon at 3 is he's one hell of a beater. He gives purple this massive punch, especially when there's a War Growl underneath him. It's 4 security checks if you're fortunate, and yeah, and if you have Gobbly underneath him as well, he goes to 16,000. He's a very, very powerful card. 9 times out of 10, because of how much of the Ginkakumons and whatnot you're seeing, it'll cost 2 memory to Digivolve, and it's just it gets a bit silly with how cheap he can get, and enabling more plays as you carry on, and a lot of damage. Next up, we have 2 Anubismon. Anubismon is a very, very nice card. We'll probably be taking one out soon for Mastemon, because I prefer Mastemon. But Anubismon is a fantastic card. Gives anything played from the trash rush. Very nice. So if you have this out and there's a Blackwall Growl there as well, you can give that rookie that he brings out rush. And when Digivolving, you can get a level 3 or lower any card. Any level 3, so you can even get Lucamon with this guy. I don't have Lucamon yet, but I do plan on running Lucamon eventually. And give them rush, and yeah, it's two checks with the Anubismon basically, which is very nice. We then run the 1 Tactimon. This will be replaced with a Mastemon soon, but he's a very nice little one-off that can stall the game a little bit, enable plays with the memory boosting, and if he's on his own, he's even better. Can clear boards of rookie rush and whatnot. Very nice card. Moving on to and the 1 level 7 that we play is Millenniumon, to get over Craniumon and whatnot, to deal with problems. I'm considering running Zwarts in this as well, so who knows, but yeah, Millenniumon is just a nice bit of easy removal. Onto Tamers. We play Team Matashita. We want to recover as much as we can from the trash because we trash all the time. And recovering combo pieces, recovering option cards, very nice. And memory tamer, so never a problem. And if he security checked his effects on play, so you never really miss out with Matt unless like the security's trashed instead of checked. We then run one Sora and Mimi, enables Titamon, and forces your opponent to keep a level 4 on board. I know most blockers and whatnot are level 4, but this forces the memory usage. Otherwise, you gain 2 memory. And I think a one-off tech of this is fine. It might be removed for something like a Lucamon or something in the future. But for the time being, I think it's fine, giving yourself that Titamon enabler, even if you don't have like the Gabumon or anything underneath it. So yeah, a nice card. I think one-off is fine. And you do see it quite a lot because you cycle through the deck a bit. We then run one Takumi Aiba, prevents Regi Rush, gives you more draw power even though you're purple, you don't really need it, but it's just a nice little card to run. Probably will be replaced in the future with another card. Maybe I replace Zwart for this or something, I don't know, but yeah, Takumi is there. We then run 2 purple memory boosts. It's a good card. It allows you to search purple Digimon so you can get through your deck faster and get to those combo pieces, and you can it's got the delay so you can trash it turn after and gain 2 memory to make like Titamon cost 0 basically, you know, so a very nice card. We then run 1 Underworld's Call. I think it's a good card. You can use this to get Ginkakimon promote out. You can use it and gain memory, draw a card. You can use this to get the Varmons out, blockers. You can use this and you can trash this card to draw a card. I think Underworld's Core is very nice in this deck. When you play the 1-off, I could probably increase the number to 2, but I think 1 is fine. You see it when you need it, basically. And last but not least, we run 2 Fly Bullet for just instant removal. Fly Bullet is quite a good card in purple. 7 cost, remove a level 6 or lower, basically. And yeah, it's quite nice. And that is the deck profile. Like I say, any changes, anything like that you guys can suggest, I will be very greatly appreciated. Which would be very nice just so I know where I can go with this deck, just so I know what I can do. Cards that I can look at. Yeah. But that'll be the end of the deck profile. This is my purple Titamon deck. Yeah, other than that, peace. Ooh. There you go.